Ooh, good morning. Good morning, Vancouver Island and beyond. Hi, my name is Gail. I've been ill so I'm in bed. I've been ill for the last few months and I've been in bed. So, I'm here to share my coffee with you. Because one thing I've come to realize when you're confined to an area because of health issues. Sorry, my table is broken. Oh, please don't let it break further. Okay, good. Oh, yeah, it's very. YouTube becomes your window to the world, and through the inspiration of watching other YouTubers come in and share their life, their reality, it's inspired me to do the same because I'm pretty sure that there's a million of me's out there that I'd just like to have somebody, a voice in the background, maybe someone to enjoy coffee with, someone to share their day with, their plans. Or just people at home having the coffee before they set off to work, starting another week. So here I am, every day. I try to go at 5 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's maybe 8 o'clock in say, Toronto or New York, and somewhere in between, I guess, in places like Chicago and Arkansas. I don't know. And afternoon tea time over there in London or France. Dinner time for India. Wherever you are, I invite you to come by because it's 5 a.m. here where I am. And as I mentioned, I've been ill the last few months, but I do suffer some pain issues. So you see me wincing or making faces or breathing. It's only because I've had a rough night. And I've been creating content for about 30 years. I have my own website. I've linked it down below. GoCybernaut.com, and it covers hundreds of subjects of interest to people. I am neurodiverse, so I like making lists. I like putting information together so it solves that psychological or whatever drive need within me, which is a good thing because we all think differently, and thank goodness for that. A bit of a rough night, so I'm just going to sit back and see maybe if I wave hello. It's funny because I do look for lives during the day. I do seek to see other people, and there's not a whole lot of them. Why is that? Am I not finding them? Is there some secret hangout? I don't know. Interesting to know, what people are talking about, what people want to talk about. You hear the traffic outside. People are starting to go to work. Isn't it yet 5 a.m.? Not exactly 5 a.m. Well, so I've had a bit of a rough pain night, so I might be a little quieter than usual and have to struggle a little bit more today. But hey, it's another Monday, new week, new chance. Every Monday we make the slate clean and we start again. Even if that means checking up some things that we've had on there for a few weeks because of the holidays and here where I live and everything. But I'm not going to start thinking about things I'm going to do because you know what I'm going to do today? Probably this. Except I'll be on the other side of the tube watching somebody else or something else. those are my plans for today, and let's go and take it minute by minute at this point. Wait for a little while, and then good morning, Isla. I was just saying not a whole lot about nothing, really. The same old thing. Had a bit of a rough night last night, so I'm just kind of catching my breath. So I was just sort of explaining how if I seem a little slower or if I wince, I think you have a true understanding of what I'm going through right now. But yeah, I just had a rough night. I think I did a bit too much yesterday. I had to play a lot of tournament in GeoGuessr, so I spent, I shouldn't be sitting, I don't think, any more than an hour total a day at this point. And I think I did a bit too much. So, yeah, there were a lot of tears and a lot of regret. Thinking, okay, it's Monday. I'm gonna stick to my guns, and I'm gonna concentrate on my health and positive energy, and sort of talk myself up. And then I put on Tanya FM this morning, and she basically did a whole retrospective of the last year of her life, and made me realize how much watching her grow through her channel, and go through the struggle she's gone through has helped me, like, emotionally and psychologically, and I feel so good for the point where she's found herself at. So yeah, so that sort of gave me the little, I mean, because I was just having some breathing exercises up to that point. Ida says, thank you so much for your help and awesome chat yesterday. Oh, no problem. These are all things that I want to learn too. I don't know what for at this point, but I think it's the reason for everything, right? I can remember back in the day, when I was the guide for science and nature for kids at about.com. We had like 500 writers, and one was like the meteorology guide who wrote about weather phenomena and stuff, and he was very enthusiastic, believe me, about weather. And yeah, there was a space guide, and I was thinking, it would have been so good in those days because we only had the text chat in those days to be able to do split screens and have these guests on. I was always way a little bit too ahead of in my thinking. I mean, they weren't even willing to give me a webcam at that point. We didn't have webcams built in our well, I didn't even have a laptop. We didn't have webcams built into our computers in 1998. And then, of course, they told me, oh, no, the bandwidth, are you crazy? So I had to wait 30 years, but here I am. Unfortunately, I'm twice as old, and I still have to wait for technology to catch up sometimes. But yeah, at least I'm still in gold level 1 league in the GeoGuessr tournament, so I barely skimmed into the 19th place. I think they cut you off at the 20th. So and I wouldn't mind actually going down to the lower level because they put me against such high playing, like people have far more like you have a rating number, like I don't know, like a 5, say 580. Well, I'd be getting people in the 900s and that, and please come on, it's just a little bit too much pressure. So I spend a little bit too much time sitting. I'm going to have to sort of even out the 20 games in the week a little bit better, so I'm not spending too much time in one day. But yeah, because I really didn't do anything else. And it's just sort of the anxiety. I think so. What it is, when you have a pain problem and you start you're for weeks been trying to get better and you're getting better, everything's looking good, and then you start getting this little doubt in your head: is it getting better? Or is that a little bit worse? Oh no, it's just getting worse. And then the anxiety builds. But when I woke up this morning, and after about an hour, I woke up about 2:30, and then I thought, I'm going to go I was awake still, but I got up about 3:30, and of course, my mind had worked myself into something far worse than it was. And once I started getting around, I thought, oh, yeah, it's not that bad. I'm just really tired from the anxiety of worrying it was that bad. But moving on to the day, I watched Tanya go her whole. She basically gave a rundown of her whole year, and since I have been following her since she first started a year ago, I remember, I remember all very vividly because I was emotionally going. The way I found Tanya is I was so grief stricken. This was, I think, 4 months after losing my companion dog, support dog, my everything dog, therapy dog, that I went into YouTube and just go like heartbreak or something like that, and the most recent and search for the most recent video, and she popped up. So uh, her annotation sort of said, if you're going, let's see if I can find it. Oh no, I don't have it up here anymore. Um, now I'm watching this. If you're going through a heartbreak, let's do it together. And I don't think she realized that, that we did do it together. And I know I'm not the only person. I mean, not very many people comment, but she gets maybe 400 views a day. So some people are watching. I think a lot of people watch, and I mean, she doesn't go out to give these great life philosophy lessons, but I found it almost every day. There's something that I take out of it, and even if it's a heartbreaking day, I mean, I cry along with her. I cried today, remembering, but a happy moment. There's always no, a great joy. Like today, it started out. She's in a small short film, and she showed the poster to it, and and it's her on it's her on the movie poster, but being able to, she said she's really happy about that. It's good for her to see some of these, because when you make films, it's such a long process. So this one still is post production, and it's not like a big major film or anything, even is at this point. But it's something that she's a part of, and it's really nice to see, gosh, a change in somebody from 1 year, but to have her, because she basically she made a rundown of the last year, and basically um this, her growth is just awesome. You go through all the aspects. What had happened for anybody that may tune in is her husband had decided he didn't want to live together anymore all of a sudden after 13 years, and it's basically her journey to find herself. And yeah, it's been a heartwarming pleasure, anyways, to follow her story. So yeah, that really helped me today, sort of put things in perspective in that. She's a lot younger. She's like in her 30s. She's a young woman. She's got her whole future ahead of her, and with real potential to go places. And I really enjoyed seeing the world through somebody else's life like that. And that's what introduced me to real YouTubers. Not least, I used to watch certain family YouTubers, and they had millions of views, but that's not real YouTubers. These are people that, because of the lifestyle they've created for themselves by doing YouTube, they become other people altogether. And I found, like, I went back. If I've been in bed for 3 months, so I went back and looked pretty well everybody I've ever subscribed to, and some of the shows, what it's gone into. is to these people that basically now they're just flaunting everything they have. They're doing these unboxings and fabulous vacations and and all these the things are out of the reach really of the real people of the, of authenticity. It's just they've become and I really hear from them because I think that I'm not the only one with this financial crisis going on and everything that you're not getting enjoyment out of something flaunting when you're struggling to pay your basic bills. You're not getting any joy in watching somebody. You start seeing it as waste. Well, all this materialism and everything. It's just waste. And you realize, you're with the majority. I'm with the majority here that are not living that lifestyle. That are worrying about, making it to the end of the month or how I'm going to get this extra thing I need. Oh, the car needs I don't have a car, but when I did, the car needs work done or, you know, um, they're not going to be relatable to. And by not being relatable to, what's going to happen to them unless they've invested in other ways of life, which a lot of them, I guess I figured they didn't have to, or invested their money properly or something. And when the bottom falls out of that viewership, um, it's going to be a long, hard fall. Well, but we'll see. I mean, I'm here. I'm predicting the future. I don't know. I just, I'm thinking people are seeing it differently. Uh, not only the ones that don't have, but people that that can't afford and don't work and can afford a vacation, a vacation a year or something. I mean, even that's they're saying that this is what am I teaching my kids that are watching these families? I can't fulfill these promises, these goals that they're setting. It's going to be interesting. I just don't see it being a growing industry anymore. That type of influencer. I think people like themselves that they can relate to. Mind you, like I guess they've got agents and marketing companies and things, but if I'm not seeking on it to be that 100 million viewer influencer. I was just so happy to hit 100 subscribers the other day. It could have been a million. But yeah, I see this all changing. I can't. It's too much. How much can you? How much can you take of watching people have other stuff? I don't know. And then there's the ones I guess get a little drama. Um, I don't know. I just want to see what's real. I don't want. I've never been really interested in like a scripted television or anything like that. Why would it be any different? I guess with YouTube. Oh, it's interesting. Interesting. the study the study of social systems. I mean, I should know better than anybody. I've been here since the start. I mean, I was the original influencer, really, probably. Um, I don't know. I just think people want more authenticity. That's why I really enjoy watching Tanya's channel, and I like to find more like that. What do I have to go in and maybe that's what I need to do is go type random words into YouTube like struggle and heartbreak. But yeah, it did. I think it's actually how do I get through this heartbreak, and it matched her annotation perfectly. But kudos to you, Tanya. And she's really trying on. Oh, my coffee not only. I wonder if I have a coffee. And sometimes I forget and I make the coffee, and the grounds from the day before. And it tastes like that kind of coffee. Ugh, so weak. But no, I do remember. 'Cause I remember spilling some of the coffee grinds because I was like this morning. But another day, another chance. And let's see what else did I do yesterday after this musings about YouTubers. And then some of the YouTubers I really liked they've just disappeared. But oh well. There's always hope. There's always hope. Maybe they realize they can't keep up with all this stuff. Things okay. Yesterday, what did I do? That was my 49th day in my 365-day daily challenge thing for GeoGuessr. Yeah, I did very poorly. I got a bronze in my daily. I wasn't trying. I Ching. And it came out as the 16th, hexagram, which was delight. I thought, oh, great. Oh, it's going to be a good one. Because you know what? I do my I Ching is I really do sort of connect where I am right now. Try to where I am right now and what's been happening. So I did give it a lot of thought. And it's been so. This is like about 5 years straight of super struggle, and super testing everything within me. So I thought, delight. Oh my goodness! Thank goodness I got to the end. It was straight. It was not like it was a pure hexagram. It wasn't broken up or anything, and it was the influence of other hexagrams or trigrams, and it may sound like, a good thing, but actually, it could be quite troublesome. And I think, and it's funny, it's not funny. When I say funny, I'm thinking it's, what's the word for it? It seems to be in line right now with exactly what I have just saying, because I'm not going to get into the whole thing of the symbolism and everything because it's quite long, and unless somebody was really into that, into the king, they would probably not be interested. But what it basically came down is trying to bring people together, and this is exactly what I'm trying to do in that. But I've still got to persist and still keep that golden mean of humility and harmony, no matter what happens. If I do become that super YouTuber with 1 million subscribers, nothing can change. I've got to stay on that range. But if I could do that, it would be all very good. The change would come very good. But I cannot deviate from that at all. I'm going to look into that more today, that trigram or the hexagram, because I think there's more for me to learn. I spent a lot of time thinking on it yesterday, because it all comes in the context of historical. They really lived, kings, and that really were 1,000 years ago or something. But I only do this. I know when it feels right. I only do a reading. Sometimes I'll do a reading 4 times a month. That hasn't happened lately. It's been maybe 2-3 times a year. So it's taking that long for things to evolve, I know when I felt when I evolved and it's ready for the next. So I'm going to take a deeper dive into that today. See, I'm going to try to bear my best. No sitting today. This here, what you see is what you get from me today. I'm not moving. And that'll help me get through that. Oh, I worked on my my playlist down below, my playlist for nostalgic love songs. I was starting in 1925. I'm going to do a love song every year, all the way up to 2025, and I think I'm up to 1990 now. Yeah, it isn't 1980. 1980s were tough. No, the 1980s weren't too tough in the early part, but they were all like the Whitney Houstons and that you kind of expect. I don't know about the 1990s. 1990s, I was in totally different music. I was into Brian Eno, and I was into a lot of not mainstream at all. So it's going to be interesting to go through that. I will probably won't do that today because that requires sitting. I got 424 pages in Google out of 600 and something. I can't remember exactly how many there were. 630 something, I think. So 424 pages, yes. I'll put a bunch more in. Today I've got a circle, very important. This first day of my week 3 or week, was it week 3 or 4 of my class that I'm taking in Cambridge online. And I was supposed to get a hold of people at the VPN, but I don't have patience for that today because I'm still at that pain level, folks. I can't have, it seems like aggravation makes it just worse. Or even thinking about the possibility of aggravation, because I know I do not like dealing with people and tech people, and especially when it's not my fault, and I'm wasting my time. This is my valuable time here I'm wasting. I don't want to have to deal with people, but I have to if I want to be able to for my VPN to work. And let's see. I promote Bubblehead Day's coming up tomorrow. Today, happy Paraguay Children's Day. Today's the day they give gifts to the kids in Paraguay. No, sorry, Uruguay. Uruguay, not Paraguay. Mind you, if you're in Paraguay, if you want to give gifts to your children, it's fine. It's Uruguay Children's Day. And they give gifts to their children today. Let's see what else do they do. Uruguay Children's Day. Epiphany or Day of the Child. Dia del Niño. The public holiday focuses on giving presents to children as a part of the Christmas season. So, Uruguayan children will be quite happy today. Organize my delicates drawer. Today is my t-shirt drawer. Will be organized, which should be easy considering I think I've probably gotten rid of most of my t-shirts. But we'll see. Maybe we'll get some more. Get rid of some more. Shows Tanya was in. I want to look up because she was in that Elspeth. I don't know if it's at Netflix, but we're talking like background, right? Because she's an aspiring actress at this point. And it looks like my whole day was right there yesterday. Okay, why have I got 1975 circled? 19th place. I placed 19th place in the Geo. Yeah, so today I'm going to take it moment by moment. So try to remember what I wrote down on that list. That's why I had the list. So yeah, it looks like look more into the I Ching and see what the meaning is. I think it's a deeper and seek some lives on YouTube. Watch Emmerdale, old Emmerdales. Still in July of '91, I believe. And it's just nothing really much to talk about there, unless vintage Emmerdale is your thing. I did any movies or anything yesterday. I was just having a bit of a wobble with my pain issues. Yeah, I guess that was about it. I have some of this really weak coffee that I don't know why it's so weak today. My taste buds will be oh wait a minute. Husband will be going to get some groceries, so I will have Miles in here with me. But he's been pretty good, the separation thing. He knows that his daddy's going to come back. Just back and forth through the window, but the crying and the whining and the naughtiness has settled down somewhat mild. If anybody comes in here, is my almost 2-year-old Labrador Retriever. 1 3/4 years. Oh, I guess how are you doing today, Isla? I mean, I'm struggling. Uh, also, yeah, he is a sweetheart. But, and he's cuddling more. Like, I miss, like, Lucy's cuddles, but Miles, well, maybe because he's young. He isn't much of a cuddler. Mind you, if I really, really, scratch him behind the ears and tell him how wonderful he is, he'll hang around. And he'll like that. But, on his own, he's not one of those dogs that comes and cuddles. Mind you, Lucy wasn't either. She'd tolerate me for so long. But then she was a little bit more her own girl, a little bit more independent. Well, he's independent at all. He's a Velcro daddy's dog. Oh, yes. So I guess it's just probably. Oh, I'm gonna have to phone and get an appointment with a new nurse practitioner for my prescriptions too. I gotta write that down. That is very important. That needs a double circle right next to the VPN, which is not going to be done today. Let's see, nurse. Herbal prescription. I mean, it shouldn't be such a worry having to get these things done. My rant of the year until they get me one is I want a doctor. And the thing is, at this point, I'm going to settle for any doctor. I remember the day you would actually have the option to feel comfortable with your doctor. You could choose your doctor. You could shop around for a doctor you felt comfortable with. At this point, I am willing for anybody to be my doctor, But chances are I'll get a nurse practitioner if I can get anything. That just makes me so upset. That's my main worry, really. I never thought in my life. I always thought, well, I had the same doctor until I left home until I was like 15. Well, from the time I was about 8, 15. And then the same doctor when I was in Toronto. Mind you, he was a resident at Mount Sinai Hospital, so he did become when he became a doctor, he relocated to Arizona. Don't blame him. But then I only had one doctor after that. Yeah, he had a doctor, and he had that doctor. And my last doctor I had since 1990, so it was just so easy, I've got a problem. I give him a call. Oh, come on in. I see the doctor. Problem gets taken care of. And I'm on my way. Now it's like planning a journey abroad for me. Gosh. That is just really, if I could have 3 wishes, that would be the first one. The second one, make it a good doctor that I would like. But yeah, just even, I look like I've still got like probably a medication for a week or so, but I start getting worried. What if I can't, and this is the autism spiral of I don't know, drilling through the big sinkhole. What's this on me in? Oh, I need to go back and listen to some more Tanya, I tell you. But it's good to see some, and it's good for her to take, because she'd be, I guess she's gone back. I don't know how she could have gone back and watched all of her journals. But, to do it, a yearly respect of how far she's come. Oh my gosh. Going from the one that blaming herself for the marriage ending because she didn't change it to what he wanted, into realizing he was a GGMF, if that even makes sense. Many, many swear words. Oh, okay, Isla says, my friend Rosalina is visiting today. Oh, that's nice. From Duncan. She's originally from South Africa. She was a good friend of my brother, Stephen, and we will be doing a spirit session for her today. Ah, well, that's nice. Oh, don't worry about spelling. Huh? They used to call me the typo queen when I worked at about.com. I mean, like, when I publish articles and that would be checked, but boy, oh boy, when we said, because all our business meetings were done by chat. We didn't have no Zoom. Yeah, so I got no problem about the spelling because I'm dyslexic as well. South Africa. My grandson Tobias's other grandparents are from South Africa. Yeah. Also, when I worked with, I don't know, it was in South Africa with Prima, but I remember at when I was working at when the about was a mining company, so it had to be like 97, 98. I helped a South African school get online for the first time. That was very, very cool. Actually, what I was dreaming about is, I really like South African geoguessr. I'm really good at South African geoguessr. I am really good at South African. It's one of my super places. I won a few ones yesterday in South Africa. But, geoguessr. I have to do that today, too. Mind you, that's an everyday thing. And it only takes, I'll do it quickly. I'll try not to sit. I just wish I wasn't in so much pain today. I don't know what to do about that. None of my medications are working. And it's a bit, what I'll do as a last resort is I'll have a gummy, but sometimes it backfires because it makes me more aware of like sensations, and this is what's feeling, I think it must all be because it is head to toe, so it is a peripheral neuropathy. Yeah. I just want to punch in the battle. I'm tired. I don't want to battle anymore. Just want to leave me alone. Like the other night when I woke up at 11:30 and I woke up and I wasn't in pain, so I wouldn't go back to sleep because I wanted to enjoy the time that I had. When you have chronic pain, you that's your moment. That's what you hope for, just to wake up and you're not feeling it. But maybe I'm paying for that night because that was just a few nights ago, and that really did mess up my sleep schedule. Like yesterday, I fell asleep in the afternoon about 4:30, and I woke up at 6:30 and thought it was like 3. It was in the middle of the night. So then, of course, last night I said I'm too late. Here I am complaining again. People with chronic pain complain too much. You bet they do, and they sure have got reasons for that. Oh, but I just have to really be disciplined with my humility, with my life, and with knowing what my limits in a day are, and sticking to it. It's hard though. I don't suppose anybody else would have made it this far into this in this complaint live. But if you have, I'm sorry everybody, but this is what happens. It hurts. On that note, I think I'm gonna have to bow out because it's just getting a bit too much, and I need to put on some healing music at this point, I think, and get ready to look after. He's not gonna be around bunches. I don't think so. Anyways, I think that's gonna be it for me. So, cheers with my week. Even my coffee today. What's going on? Why is my coffee so weak? Let's say I'm not enjoying that. And with that, I think I'm gonna pop out of here. So you have a really good day, and I hope you feel better than I'm feeling, that's for sure. And if not, I hope you feel better. Because nobody needs to feel crap. Believe me. Thank you. Thank you so much, y'all. That means a lot, because I will think about that. And I'll be thinking about you too. And good luck with your friend from Duncan. Oh, I missed. Wait a minute. Hold on. You said Lila says her ancestors were an old tribe there who were slaves. She visits the abandoned village of her aunts. Ah, that is awesome. I'm glad that she, has that connection with her ancestors and respect for her ancestors. You know me, I'm really into genealogy and that and who we're tied to. Well, you have a wonderful day with her. I'm glad you got somebody come and visit with you. And maybe she can make a little trip down to the recycling room. Hey, that would be nice. I'm just saying. Yeah, I'll see you in the morning, and we'll be seeing you in the afternoon too. And my inaugural help in with you. I hope that everything goes. I know everything's gonna go smoothly in your part, and I'm gonna have confidence in myself. So I'm gonna go back and listen to Tanya one more time. Ah, she made me feel so good a little while ago, but unfortunately the physical pain is still here. Oh, okay. You have a good day, and thanks for coming by again.